Right now on the CBS3 Live at 5, time to clean up. After last night's storm, we hear from people involved with the cleanup process. Plus, it's been 1 year since the coronavirus crisis was declared a global pandemic. We hear from local organizations looking back on the challenges. And more Wisconsinites can soon get the vaccine. How the state is expanding their efforts.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Sunny and warm temperatures earlier this week quickly turned into a different story overnight with rain, ice, and snow. Here's a look at some of the road conditions in Duluth. This was taken this morning in the Lakeside neighborhood. Good evening, I'm John Cardinelli. Thanks for joining us. Kristen is off tonight, and boy, what a difference a few hours makes. After waking up to a blanket of fresh snow this morning, most of it has been plowed or is now melting. CBS 3's Emma Quinn spoke with the City of Duluth maintenance crews today about the cleanup process.
So, John, what's left of the snow out here, it's pretty heavy, and in some spots it's pretty slushy, but maintenance crews say the overnight storm was pretty typical for this time of year, so they were prepared. Now, they say they started getting out on the road around 3 p.m. Wednesday to get started on salting the city roads. They got an assist with this week's record warm temperatures, helping melt some of the ice and the snow, which meant crews didn't have to use their motor grader equipment. That helps spare some roads from potential damage. However, officials say with the mix of rain and that warmer weather this week, they need to be even more careful to avoid any damage.
The rain really expedited that thawing process, so we need to be very careful with what we do because our machines can cause a lot of infrastructure damage to our own infrastructure and then obviously to people's yards and driveways and stuff.
And maintenance crews add with the sun melting the snow during the day, it helps them not have to use as much material like salt and sand, which they say is better for the environment and the city. Now, city officials are urging everyone to make sure that their snow and debris is cleared from those drains so that they don't clog up. And they also say that we can expect some large puddles if you haven't already seen them out on the roads. So you want to make sure that you're careful of those when you're driving.
And thanks, Emma. City officials say the Parks and Recreation Department clears any fallen or broken trees, but maintenance will help get them off the roads if they see them while they're out. And let's take a look at statewide crash numbers caused by the storm. From 9 last night through noon today, the Minnesota State Patrol reports 46 crashes, 6 involving injuries, 49 vehicles spun out, and 1 jackknife semi-truck. 1 fatality happened last night in Duluth. No other serious or fatal injuries have been reported. And here is an overhead look of Duluth's Lester Park this morning. There's almost nothing more beautiful than fresh snow on the ground. And Dave, a little gloomy there this morning, but the sun sure did come out this afternoon. What are the current conditions out there tonight?
Well, sunny for now, John, but you know there's a chance for a few more flurries tonight from a little baby low following in the tail of the bigger system from last night. So let's go to the Doppler, and if you focus your attention just north of International Falls at Fort Francis, you can see some flurries popping up for folks in Ontario. That's that small trough of lower pressure that's got a 20% chance of clouding us up again here tonight and dropping a couple of flurries, but I don't think we'll have to shovel this time around. You take this live look at what's going on Robinson Lake just outside of Sedan up north, and the sky is on the clearer side, a few clouds here and there, and you can see that a lot of the snow that fell last night's already starting to melt away on the left-hand side of the picture. Well, the short-term picture here says higher pressure in general coming in from Canada behind that trough of lower pressure will clear us up for our Friday, bringing us partly cloudy conditions at least for a few hours, but it's going to send our temperatures back down to normal. Only 32 Friday afternoon. That's where we're supposed to be after 2-3 weeks of up and down. We're normal. How long will that last? I'll let you know with the 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. President Joe Biden signed into law the $1.9 trillion relief package this afternoon, and Duluth will soon get some much-needed COVID relief money. The city of Duluth will receive $60 million from the American Rescue Plan. According to city reps, the funding was based on the number of people unemployed in the city. Mayor Emily Larson released a statement today saying she is thankful for the federal funds and the recognition. She said the city is still working through the fine print of the bill, but well positioned to fully utilize the money. Meanwhile, St. Louis County is also getting a big chunk of change. The county will receive $54 million of federal economic stimulus funds. County leaders say the money will help better serve residents and businesses who are struggling due to the pandemic. The time frame to allocate the funding is the end of 2024. Leaders say it will allow them to be strategic in developing a plan that serves a variety of needs across the country. 1 year ago today, the coronavirus crisis was declared a global pandemic. The World Health Organization declared that on March 11th, 2020. Since then, health organizations across the globe had to adjust to new protocols and safety procedures, including organizations right here in the Northland. In Cloquet, health leaders at the Community Memorial Hospital say one of the biggest challenges was the constant changes in communication to staff.
We were challenged with trying to change that messaging every day to our staff and have them follow along. And people did the right thing time and time again. I'm proud of how we protected our staff. Staff were safe here. I'm proud of the care that we've given.
Brewer said in the past year they have better learned how to communicate and go with the changes as they come. In St. Louis County, health leaders say one of the biggest challenges is the large number of assisted care facilities spread throughout the area.
That was a big lift to ask of our public health professionals, but they rose to the challenge. And we have really good relationships with a lot of our long-term care facilities now.
Westbrook said public health leaders have learned a lot about infection control throughout the pandemic. She said it's important to remember the virus isn't going away anytime soon and to still follow restrictions currently in place. President Biden will make his first primetime address tonight. The White House said the president will speak to the nation to commemorate the 1-year anniversary of the COVID-19 shutdown. President Biden will remember the lives lost and sacrifices made during the pandemic. He'll also talk about getting the country back to normal. The speech starts at 7 p.m. You can watch it right here on Channel 3, and we'll also be streaming it on our website. Wisconsin plans to expand the number of people eligible for the coronavirus vaccine by about 2 million people. Governor Tony Evers and state health officials announced the plan this afternoon. The Department of Health says anyone aged 16 and older with medical conditions that could cause an increased risk of severe illness from COVID-19 are now eligible. The expansion comes as positive cases decline and vaccine availability increases. This afternoon, Governor Evers said despite the progress the state has seen, he advises state residents to stick with the guidelines moving forward.
The virus has not gone away. The new variants of the virus have arrived. We can't afford to lose ground this late in the game. So please continue to take precautions to keep.
The new eligibility group can start being vaccinated on March 29th. The Department of Health anticipates the general public will be eligible for the vaccine sometime in May. And after a slow start with their vaccine distribution, Wisconsin is currently the top-ranked state in the Midwest for vaccine doses and distributed per person. That's according to data from the CDC for doses given per 100,000 people. In that stat, the Badger State ranks 15th in the nation and first among the Great Lakes states. Health leaders say nearly 11% of Wisconsin's population is fully vaccinated. And still to come on Live at 5, we highlight some virtual learning opportunities for students in the Northland. What they are, we tell you next. We go city by city. And tonight at 6, Minnesota's governor is asking the legislature to prioritize a summer school spending bill, his plans to get students caught up after a year of distance learning.
CBS3 News is brought to you by Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems, including the world's best softener, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. It's time to welcome the new year with the bath of your dreams. With our Say Goodbye to 2020 sale, we're offering 20% off labor, 20% off material, and no interest, no payment, and zero down until 2022. All of our products are backed with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or visit us online at bathplanet.com. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Numi Jewelers is a full-service jewelry store specializing in one-of-a-kind pieces and repairs. From a chain repair to a full custom piece, we'll get your jewelry looking new again. Stop in for a free repair estimate. Numi Jewelers, where true love is guaranteed.
You'll love the road ahead when you drive the 2021 Subaru Impreza. Standard EyeSight driver assist technology gives you an extra set of eyes on the road to help keep the journey safe. And the Impreza is a smart choice down the road. The 2021 Impreza. More than a car, it's a Subaru.
Lease the new 2021 Subaru Impreza for $219 a month during the Subaru A Lot to Love event going on now.
Welcome to CBS This Morning. We have a lot of news today.
Watch Gayle King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel on CBS This Morning. Weekday mornings only on CBS.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look of Duluth. Very sunny out there, different than what it was 24 hours ago. Dave will be in with this week's forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. A new way for students to learn about northern Minnesota's art and history, and a free food distribution on the Iron Range. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. And we begin tonight in Duluth, where 4-H staff and the Depot will offer behind-the-scenes virtual tours geared towards middle school students. The hour-long sessions are free and discuss topics like history, woodworking, forestry, and theater. The first session starts tonight, and there will be 2 more the following weeks. If you want more information, you could head on over to our website. And staying in Duluth, St. Luke's is opening a new comprehensive spine center. The program treats all spinal issues ranging from the common to complex. The hospital says the spine center is the first of its kind in the Northland. Healthcare providers can refer their patients to be seen at St. Luke's Spine Center, where they'll determine the best course of treatment. And we'll end tonight in Hibbing, where the AEOA held a food distribution this afternoon. They gave out produce, dairy, and meat products to people with an urgent need. It's a first-come, first-served basis. Next Thursday, they'll host another food distribution in Virginia. And if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a new report on Minnesota's unemployment numbers, how the state ranks nationally.
In the wake of last night's snowstorm, temperatures have been coming down. 38 was the high today, getting closer to the normal of 32. Tomorrow, that's where we should top out. But things will warm up on Saturday, and I'll tell you why coming up after the break.
Wash your hands.
Wear a mask.
Mantén distancia.
Stay home when you're sick.
Slow the spread.
We can do this together.
For 6 days only, Home Furniture has put everything on sale, and you can finance it free for 6 years. 6 days of savings, 6 years, 0 interest financing. The 646 sale, only at Home Furniture.
Come on down to Hannah Johnson Fabrics and Sewing Studio in Lakeside Marketplace. Don't know where to start? Visit our new sewing classroom and studio. Whether you're a brand new sewist or you've sewn for years, we have a class for you at Hannah Johnson Fabrics. We'll help you get your projects going with our huge selection of high-quality designer and specialty fabrics. Our friendly staff will help you find exactly what you need. Come see us in person or register for classes online at hannahjohnsonfabrics.com.
Is being
being challenged by DFL.
The race is on. Learn how Berkey 2021
is it safe to be ice fishing on Lake Superior?
New funding is bringing more mental health resources.
Dave Anderson.
How a popular new recreational area is allowed.
Hear how one vaccination clinic in West Duluth is focusing
into the COVID-19 pandemic, and food insecurity is still new year, new ownership.
To stay up to date with the news and weather that impacts you and your community, join us weekdays for CBS3 Live at 5.
Now at Home Sleep Express, get 0% interest financing for 6 years on Beauty Rest mattresses, plus free delivery, setup, and a 120-day guarantee. Beauty Rest pocketed coil springs support body shape and diffuse partner movements. 6-year financing on Beauty Rest. Now at Home Sleep Express.
Get your new John Deere mower from Duluth Lawn and Sport, the region's largest power sports dealer.
Coming up tonight, how the city of Duluth cleared the streets for the winter storm.
The snow's wrapped up. I'll talk about totals and then what's to come tomorrow.
CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by Kerry Toyota.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, let's talk about snow totals. Boy, what a system. One half was warm, one half was cool. The warm half got Wisconsin and Michigan, and snow totals there weren't too impressive. Oulu, for example, about 2 inches. But on the Minnesota side of life, that's where things got sassier, all right. And in general, most towns did come up between 4 and 8, but a couple of exceptions did go over. They turned up the amp to 11. Including Embarrass at 11 inches and Cook at 11 inches. Babbitt, my mom's hometown, 10 inches. Chisholm made 9. McKinley, 8, just outside of Gilbert. Tower, my dad's hometown, 8. Side Lake, 7.5. And Duluth up over the hill at the airport, 7.1. And boy, this afternoon with some sunshine, it really took a hit already. And come Saturday, it's really going to get hit again as the Chinook winds come out of the Rocky Mountains and send our temperatures back up towards 50. In between, higher pressure from Canada tonight is going to make tomorrow a little bit cooler, towards normal. All right, here's a live look at what's going on in Two Harbors, and they've recovered nicely from the snow there as well. And now let's put some conditions at the airport in Duluth over that picture, and it's 37, 57% for the relative humidity, west wind 16 miles per hour. Air pressure creeping back up, all right, 30.04 inches of mercury as Canadian high pressure settles in tonight to bring northern Minnesota temperatures down into the single digits. Above zero. Current temps, warmer than normal. Normal's 32. We have 38 to 40, 38 to 39 in the Upper Peninsula. Boy, that changes instantly, doesn't it? Wisconsin numbers are running 40 from LaPointe to 43 in Hayward. 40 also being found in Superior. Mid to upper 30s from Cloquet to Moose Lake. North Shore numbers are going 34 to 40. Iron Range numbers, both of them, the Vermilion and the Mesabi, and maybe we'll throw in the Cuyuna as well. They're in the mid to upper 30s. 27 International Falls. That's the start of the descent of temperatures where, yeah, folks in the interior part of the Arrowhead could drop towards about 5 above or so, while the rest of us could go around into the teens here. So one day worth of cool weather before it really warms up for Saturday. Doppler map right now shows that the snow has wrapped up. It's pulling off to the east, but up to the north, this little trough of lower pressure here behind the banner, that's what could bring a slight chance of flurries here tonight. Into tomorrow, though, the high pressure brings in sunshine. We'll have a mostly sunny sky. And then for Saturday, yeah, the Chinooks coming off the backside of the Rockies. Compressional heating from downsloping winds, sending our temperatures up pretty close to 50 degrees. And then for snow fans, this low here might bring a slight chance for a touch of flurry activity on Monday. So warm for the weekend, and then a slight chance for flurries come Monday. For right now, tonight, in Minnesota, look for your low temps to drop towards 5 near the border, maybe be as warm as 18 by the lake. Slight chance for flurries for everybody tonight, 20% shot. Low temps in the teens for Wisconsin and Michigan. Highs from 30 to 35 for Wisconsin and the UP on Friday with a mostly sunny sky. Should be sunny for Minnesota as well with highs there, 29 up north to 35 down south. And with our extended forecast, Saturday is going to be the warmest day thanks to those Chinooks, hitting 49 degrees in the Twin Ports, probably 50 inland. Then we settle down towards 37 on Monday. That's when we get that flurry chance. And then, John, it perks up sunshine-wise here Tuesday through Wednesday, mostly sunny, and we settle on a temp of 40 pretty much for that entire period.
Really no complaints with this forecast. Maybe Monday, but, you know, Mondays are always Monday.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you very much, Dave. A new report finds Minnesota's unemployment rate is almost 2% better than the national number. The unemployment rate for Minnesotans sat around 4.5% in January, according to the Deed report. Even though there's been improvement, the deepest impacts from the pandemic are being felt by people of color. The unemployment rate for black Minnesotans sits above 9%. But on a positive note, the state replaced all but 1,000 of the jobs they lost in December, which is something state leaders say is a promising sign.
You know, winter is always a tough time for recovery in this state. We're hopeful that as consumer confidence continues to rise and more businesses are able to accelerate their growth, that we'll see an even better report in the future.
Of the 416,000 jobs lost from February through April of last year, the state gained back almost half of them. Iditarod organizers say a veteran musher from Duluth was removed from the race Wednesday after he tested positive for the coronavirus. Organizers say former Duluth City Attorney Gunnar Johnson was withdrawn from the event at the McGrath, Alaska checkpoint. Iditarod Race Marshal Mark Nordman, working with epidemiologist Dr. Jody Guest, made the decision to remove Johnson, who is asymptomatic, based on the rules set in the race's COVID-19 mitigation plan. The organizers say Johnson is incredibly disappointed and felt his dog team looked great. He had 14 dogs racing with him. And it's that time of the show where we talk about adoptable pets. Today's pet comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing. This is Taz. He's a 7-year-old domestic short-hair cat. He's got a beautiful white and orange coat on him, and he weighs 20 pounds. As you can see, he does need to lose a little bit of weight. This chunky boy has a hard time walking and taking care of himself, so he's looking for an owner to put in the work to get him back to normal. And if you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Taz and maybe get him back to normal, then you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, new details in the murder trial of Derek Chauvin, the charge a judge will now allow, and Joe Biden addressing the nation, the president's plan for recovery.
It's the final week of the biggest free boat show at Link Rec, with over 100 new and used boats and Mercury engines on display in our heated indoor showroom. With $1,000 instant savings, like the Silver Mirage 820 Cruise CR, you save over $7,000. Something for everybody, something for every budget.
Spring into super savings during the Ready, Set, Go Toyota sales event at Cary Toyota in Superior. Lease a flashy new all-wheel drive Highlander or Highlander Hybrid, and Toyota will pay your first payment up to $600. Lease this new sporty all-wheel drive Camry LE, and your first month's payment is on Toyota. Looking for great gas mileage? Lease a sparkling new Corolla or Corolla Hybrid at Cary Toyota, and Toyota will pay your first payment. Toyota's Ready, Set, Go sales event is on now through March 31st. Hurry in to score your awesome deal from Cary Toyota in Superior. Voted best car dealer in the Northland 22 times.
A lot of people think, well, I'll wait until May and get my bike repaired, and we're saying bring it in early. We have a full repair staff. You'll get the bike back quickly, so you'll have the bike when you want to start riding.
At Ralph Eye Care Specialists, we help your family see well. We check your child's need for glasses, and we screen for problems which are best treated early in life. We test your parents for diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma. These often have no early symptoms, so regular eye exams are important. And we care for you, providing routine and emergency care for your lifetime. Call now to schedule an appointment at Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
The big 6% instant rebate is back. Hi, John with Prime Appliance, and yep, that's right. You'll get an additional 6% off in the floor price instantly when you pay at the counter. What could be sweeter? Get this Whirlpool 25 cubic foot black stainless French door refrigerator, regular price $20.99, on sale for $17.99, then get an instant 6% rebate off at the counter. Your final price, $16.90. We'll have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance, it's the best place to buy your appliances.
Questions about the COVID-19 vaccine? Now there's an information center to provide the details you need. Get local vaccine information and the latest from the CDC, all at CBS3Duluth.com. When it matters most, turn to live, local CBS3.
I don't know where I am. Why am I here? Daddy.
No one from the FBI is looking for you.
Do you think it's time for schools to reopen?
There is some positive breaking news.
We've got a lot of important new information for you and your family.
New details in the murder trial of Derek Chauvin. This morning, a judge allowed prosecutors to reinstate a third-degree murder charge. Judge Peter Cahill added the charge after the former police officer failed to get appeal courts to block it. Cahill had earlier rejected the charge as not warranted by the circumstances of Floyd's death. An appeals court ruling in an unrelated case established new grounds for it. Chauvin already faced second-degree murder and manslaughter charges. Legal experts say the additional charge helps prosecutors by giving jurors one more option to convict Chauvin. And the issue of race is now looming over the trial. The racial makeup of the jury chosen to decide Chauvin's fate is being closely scrutinized. Attorneys are forbidden by law from rejecting potential jurors solely due to their race, but veteran observers of the legal process say there are plenty of ways attorneys can indirectly try to shape the jury's makeup, including on race, if they think it will help their case. Tonight, President Joe Biden will address the nation for the first time in prime time. Karen Kafa previews how the speech will chart the president's plan for recovery.
On the heels of his first major legislative victory.
Well, this historic legislation is about rebuilding the backbone of this country.
A nearly $2 trillion package designed to help millions of Americans get through the next phase of the COVID-19 pandemic. President Joe Biden will speak to the nation.
He plans to provide a clear outline of his approach, level with the American people about what is required of them, but also provide a sense of hope.
Since taking office, the president has often reflected upon the more than 500,000 U.S. lives lost to COVID-19, leaning in to the role of consoler-in-chief.
Today we mark a truly grim, heartbreaking milestone.
1 year ago, on March 11th, 2020, former President Donald Trump addressed the nation hours after the World Health Organization declared a global pandemic.
The virus will not have a chance against us. No nation is more prepared or more resilient than the United States.
It's a night many look back on as a turning point. Tonight, Biden will look forward and highlight the benefits of his newly passed, newly signed economic relief plan.
What I'm talking about tonight is the impact on the virus and how we're going to end this pandemic. And we're going to talk at all the elements of the bill, beginning on Friday, Saturday, through the week.
Pushing back on Republican criticism that not all of it was necessary, not a single congressional Republican voted for the bill. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
And President Biden's speech starts at 7 p.m. You could watch it right here on Channel 3. We'll also be streaming it on our website and Facebook page.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, exactly 1 year after COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic. A look tonight at the heartache and challenges of the past 12 months and how far we've come. Plus, we'll speak with Dr. Anthony Fauci. He answers the question, can a vaccinated grandparent finally hug their grandkids? And new allegations against New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, why the police are now involved. That and more news tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. If you're 50 or older, ask your doctor about screening options.
Introducing the Cool Turtle, the ultra-comfortable mask enhancer that creates a protective, cool, and breathable space between your mask and your face. Simply slide under any mask or gaiter and immediately feel the refreshing pocket of air surrounding your face. Cool Turtle's ergonomically designed, soft, comfortable shell immediately reduces mask friction, allowing you to breathe and talk in a comfortable environment.
I can actually breathe. With the Cool Turtle, no more sweating.
It's like I don't even have a mask on.
Call now and get not one, not two, but 3 Cool Turtles for just $10. Order now and we'll send you 2 more Cool Turtles free. No fees, absolutely free. Plus, you can get a 10-pack of 4-ply face masks. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Get the real Cool Turtle now.
Call 1-800-379-1590. That's 1-800-379-1590 or visit getcoolturtle.com. Order now.
You'll love the road ahead when you drive the 2021 Subaru Impreza. Standard EyeSight driver assist technology gives you an extra set of eyes on the road to help keep the journey safe. And the Impreza is a smart choice down the road. The 2021 Impreza. More than a car, it's a Subaru.
Lease the new 2021 Subaru Impreza for $219 a month during the Subaru A Lot to Love event going on now.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. Join me, Kristen Vaki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Vaki every Tuesday at 10. Only on live, local CBS3. Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide. Downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5, and boy, it looks beautiful out there. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Thursday evening. Before we go, let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up tonight at 6. 1 year ago today, the coronavirus crisis was declared a global pandemic. Since then, local health organizations adjusted to new protocols and safety procedures. Health leaders say they've learned a lot about infection control, and people should still follow restrictions currently in place. And tonight at 6, a Duluth native is launching a nationwide campaign to remove gender-based language from state constitutions. We get a closer look at 6. And that's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next, and we'll see you back here tonight at 6.